Hello and welcome to PAX and Recreation. And no, your eyes are not making weird things. Yes, these squares are this big. Yes, my hands are that small. And yes, the camera is that high because we are doing a new kind of setup thing for us to be able to do and review bigger things that normally don't fit with the current setup. And this is like V1 of the setup. Likely will improve it even more. But yeah, let me know what you think about it. And yes, this is a big ass playmat. You are not even seeing half of it. There is more underneath. Fun with friends. Now, today we're going to talk about the UltraPro graded card case. As you likely knew because you saw the title of the video. And it's a big thing, as you can see. Now, if you are like me, and you grew with YuGiOh, regardless of you playing Magic like I do, or Flesh and Blood like I do, or Pokemon. No one plays Pokemon, but basically I play every card game under the sun. And the whole thing is, if you grew up with YuGiOh, you know the Kaiba thing. What is the Kaiba thing? This is the Kaiba thing. So you have your cards in a big ass badass suitcase made of metal, where you store all your things. Here I have some precons that I took to some friend's house, and otherwise I can put my decks here. I can just change this and do whatever. So this is the Yugi Fantasy people, and I can put some playmats in here, as you can see, like in the upper compartment, and it's great. But let's be honest, not everyone likes a big ass metal suitcase, and very heavy, by the way. And sometimes you just want a thing properly made for that. So UltraPro, which they have a bunch of bags and stuff like that, they did a more or less expensive thing called the UltraPro graded card case, which is this one. And we're going to check it right now. So let's see. First, let me get rid of this noisy plastic bag. Unless you like it, in which case it's ASMR. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I hope you like it. It's rains on the roof. Rains. Raindrops on the roof. And now drums. See, you don't only get fun here, you also get ASMR. So you get everything. So this is the UltraPro graded card case. And if it sounds like a drum, you're not wrong. It is because it sounds like a drum, actually. Like, it is a very big empty box. Now, it is made out of plastic, as you can see. So it's not a metal case like the one I carry around. UltraPro graded card case. And let's see the features. UltraPro, I have a mixed relationship with UltraPro because sometimes they make great products that I love. And sometimes they make things, right? And I think that they have a bad reputation that is sometimes is just, and sometimes it's like, come on guys, don't be assholes to UltraPro. Like, if everything was like very expensive, high level, people wouldn't have access to it, right? And everyone needs to start somewhere. So UltraPro has like easy entry level stuff, and then they have some cool stuff, right? So this thing right here goes for around 50 bucarinos, right? So bear that in mind, for a graded card case that has built from extra thick ABS hard shell for the ultimate protection of your collectibles. Holds 100 plus graded card slabs, mind you, not decks, not any of that commoner stuff. Is slabs is what we're talking about here. Includes a unique trackable serial number, which, no joke, includes a slot for a tracking device up to 1.6 inches for 1.6 inches for times 0.4 inches, equal to centimeters, but whatever. Secure latches with locking switch, additional security with 2 built-in lock locations to easily add your own locks, waterproof and dustproof, rated IP67. Sadly, it's not fireproof. Ironically, while researching this, I found out that there is this document cases that cost more or less the same as these, that are waterproof, dustproof, and fireproof. They are not hard shell, but I'm thinking I may get some of those for cars exclusive because they are fireproof, guys. Come on. And features a sturdy handle for easy transport. So let's see. UltraPro International, and this is the European version, which is what makes it like worst, because it's like, why would you put centimeters on this? Now, fun fact, the stock number here is not the serial number, we'll see that in a second, but let's get right to it. So it's a black box, what is actually making a lot of confusion. I don't know how much the microphone grabs that noise, is the sound of an empty box against the table, which then sounds like a drum pretty much. It's fairly, lightweight compared to the metal one. Obviously the metal one is for tools and it's made of metal. And I think, well, dustproof for sure. I don't know if it's waterproof, the metal one that I have. Fireproof for sure, because, well, metal. And yes, I know what you may be thinking is like, well, just because it's metal doesn't mean that it can't catch on fire. It actually can, depending on the other materials, but it can. It's kind of the feature. Here it says that it's waterproof and dustproof, not fireproof, because, well, I guess it will melt, which is interesting. I will pay like an extra $10 to make it fireproof. And I say an extra $10 because it's kind of my expectation. If you see, it's like $50 more or less, depending on where you live. Like certainly in Europe, it's like, 50 euros, which is like 60 something freedom dollars. So it's not super cheap. And the quality is there, right? It's like, it's sturdy. That's kind of the joke. It's a very sturdy thing that is for graded cards, right? But at the same time, it feels kind of cheap. It's ironic. And it's lightweight, which is what you need otherwise. Here you have the two holes for the locks, right? So one here, if you want to go extra crazy. And to open this, you need to, well, I think at least, or maybe I'm very wrong. Oh, okay. Yeah, I am very wrong. I'm an idiot. Actually, interesting thing. I was just pulling, but it's not pulling. I had to do like this and then this. So not bad. It prevents certainly from accidental openings. And then you do that, you release this, and you open the thing. Now, this is the usual cushioning, the Kaiba style cushioning, and then you have this that actually move back and forth. Now, this smells kind of weird. we smell everything in this channel, which is interesting because it's not like a bad smell, but it's not like toxic either. Now, this thing is glued to the case. See, like I'm trying to pull it, and it's telling me like nah, but it's glued, but it's not like a super glued thing. Like it's kind of it's kind of like a half-assed glue thing. See, like I'm not pulling that much pressure. You can see the bottom there, and likely, yeah. So if I keep pulling, it will rip, which we don't want that, at least until I finish the review. But you can tell that it's like glued with silicone. So it's not the, well, this is a weird. Okay. Is this the tracking device slot? Apparently it is. I mean, well, how many inches was the thing? Yeah, I know this all has a weird subtone. 1.6 times 1.6.0.4. Yeah, I guess this is, well, I don't know how much an inch is. If this is an inch, right? Right, because inches and feet and whatnot. But basically, yeah, it makes sense. This is basically to put an Apple tag in here. You put an Apple tag in there, and that's your tracking device. That's what they're trying to say. You put an Apple tag in there, which sadly I don't have one. I have the very next best thing, right? I have a Pocket Walker, so we can put it in here. There you go, more or less. I guess it's bigger than the Apple tag. So that's the security slot, which is interesting. You can then turn it backwards to conceal it better, I guess. Not bad. And then this thing. Now, the fact that this thing is glued, it's kind of disappointing. And yeah, I can feel like the resistance that it's offering at the moment I do this. And you can start hearing the, like the thing going like, I can open if you want, but, there's no going back. So kind of a shame, because I would prefer that this, you can remove this so you have more freedom of configuration. But, well, I will take what I have. Like, it's okay. Then this thing here is the usual, like kind of isolation thing. Is also glued. And it says number, and then it has the serial number in here, which I think at least is a serial number. That thing in there. Remember that it said that there is a unique number for each one? Well, I guess that's, yeah, because the other corners are properly glued, see? So, actually, I'm kind of stressing by pulling them, because like I'm not supposed to. I don't usually do this. But yeah, that one you can actually, it has some wiggle room, and it's on purpose so that you can see the unique ID. So the unique ID for this one is not what I thought. I thought it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, like normal numbers. And it's like SQUBWAT6TAQJ. So say hello to my unit, which is okay. I guess that the whole thing about it being like a unique number, it's in case they steal it from you, I guess. Like, like they steal from you. You go, no, mine is AQ6 yada 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 yada, which is interesting for two reasons, right? Like, so this is the whole thing. We're going to fit some stuff in there. So for the sake of you seeing how stuff, fits in there, which, let me open my other metal thing. So this is an UltraPro deck box, right? It's the usual. It fits with a lot of wiggle room. So if you want to go, obviously, as they say, this is to put card slabs, right? So if you want to go full Kaiba like I do in the other with the decks, this is not the thing. Like, this is not very configurable. Maybe you can do like this. Maybe you can go like this. But as you can see, if you go that route, you're already going to have diminishing returns. So this is not very configurable, which, right? Like, that hurts me to a point. Because, I mean, yes, this is a graded card case. And yes, is ultimate protection for your collectibles. We're going to read the tag again in a second, right? It's very lightweight. It looks like it can take a hit, like headphone warning. Like, it looks like it can take a good hit. Like, it doesn't have a lot of wiggle room, right? I'm doing like a lot of pressure, and it doesn't like wiggle too much. So it's not like it's a cheap construction. It's plastic, and therefore you get the feeling that it's like, okay, this looks like a cheap thing, but it's not. This is for what, really? I don't know what this is. I guess it's to mount it in something. I guess. To put like an UltraPro on it. An UltraPro, yes. A mini camera or something. I can't see what that is for. To put a filter, maybe? Because these are the latches, then you put the locks in here. I don't exactly know what this is for. Interesting. So, just for a second, let's look at this, right? This is a metal one from your local hardware store. I bought this. It certainly didn't cost me $50. It was a lot less, like 17 maybe or something. And you have a lot more configuration possibilities. Like, you can remove these. It actually comes with more pieces that I don't have installed. Like, I normally have another one in here, and then I have my dies in here and so on. And it has like smaller ones, so you can do like divisions if you want. And it is padded, right? It's not that padded, but it's, it is padded to a degree. Then you have this thing on top, which you can remove if you want, right? Like, you have this thing, and you can just remove it, and you have all the open space in the world in here, in case you want to fit like bigger things for some reason. But if not, you can do what I do, which is you pick this, which by the way has a net. All right, I just don't put them in the net because I have 3, because this was like for a house party. So, and put this in there, and you can put like pens and other stuff in here. And I don't put much stuff in here because like there is not much magic stuff or card game stuff that fits in here besides like pens and stuff. But like this was cheaper, and you can put it. And by the way, it came with 2 keys, so that you can close both latches, right? And it's also proof, right? So maybe not waterproof, but like 30-something bucks is worth for you for waterproof. Well, yes, for collectibles for sure. But then I swear I will buy one of those like big bags for documentation that are waterproof and fireproof, and we'll do a review on it on whether it's like reasonable to have those to carry cards around. But this is for graded cards, right? So the idea is that you put your card slabs in there. The idea is that you go here and you put all sorts of things. So this is more of a Pokemon collectible, I guess. You just put all your slabs of all different sizes, right? Like the problem is that it's not very customizable when it comes to width, right? So you only need to put them like in a way that they don't dance too much, right? So you need to put them like something like this, right? So that they don't dance too much, because if you put them in a single direction, they dance too much, and that's bad. I don't have that many cards in slabs because, at least in Europe, we don't have, and I mean, if we have, please let me know, but we don't have, to my knowledge, the same easiness to go like to send stuff to PSA and all that. Like we could send stuff to PSA, but it needs to go like overseas. It gets very expensive and all that. So a lot of these slabs are like very circumstantial things. But yes, if you have like graded Pokemon cards, which is the whole play for this, because Pokemon is mostly for that. Well, yeah, this is good. You have your stuff. It doesn't dance too much because these are not graded slabs, so they are not as big, right, as the PSA ones and so on. So I guess that those ones don't dance too much. So if you're a Pokemon collector, this is super duper mega perfect. If you are another person and you saw this and you're like, oh, this is cool, I want this. Well, you have 2 options. Either you adjust to it, because the idea of putting the Apple tracker there, or whatever tracker, but that's actually for an Apple tag, like you can really tell. Like it's not a bad idea. It's kind of a neat idea, and it's kind of hidden, but it's not very configurable. Like this is very padded, but yeah, right? Like either it fits there or goodbye. Like if you have some other thing, you'll have to assume that you need to rip this off and either do your own with 3D printing or just do your own padding thing, which I may end up doing, because I feel like this is very restrictive even for decks or anything else that I want to put in here. So it's kind of tempting to just pull this out and just put my own padding and just put something in here. Because as a box, a very secure box that is waterproof, and mind you, is waterproof within a certain rating. So it's like the iPhone is waterproof, but it's not super, like you can go like do submarinism with it. Like it's IP67, right? So let's see what IP67 means. So since you, so I already saw it. So magic of editing. Basically, an IP67, the 6 is the highest one on that category, which means protected against access to hazardous parts, so dust tight, so anti-dust. And the 7 for water is not the craziest, right? Because it's 7 out of 9, and 7 means protected against the effects of temporary submersion in water. So the test requires 30 minutes of submersion in under 1 meter 1 meter depth. So it's like the Apple stuff basically, because 9K is for steam cleaning and 8 is for something else. So 67 means that you can pour water on it and stuff like that, and it's okay, and you can submerge it up to 1 meter and it will be okay. So it's actually very good for this, right? What it and to wrap this up, like summary, is a very interesting black box. This I haven't still figured out what it is for because it's not specified anywhere. The construction is not bad, even if you're not going to carry it around. If you want to store your stuff in your house in a secure manner, with 2 locks and all that, this is very good, to keep it away from your brother or something, or to prevent your mom from throwing away some cars, which we all know it happened to us. We all know. Everyone had one of those in their life. But besides that, it's a mixed bag because it's not very flexible. They say it's for slabs and all that. And it's like, okay, I guess, but like you could just give me some freedom and make this a great product instead of just like a good, okay thing. Being anti-dust and anti-water is very good because if you put your valuables there, great. But I feel like they are trying to, let's be honest, is collectible protection. So they always will appeal to your paranoid side, to people getting scared about their valuables and sounding more pro than it actually is. And it's kind of the case with this label because like extra thick ABS hard shell for the ultimate protection of your collectibles. Actually check, this thing is very strong, very hard. And that's what she said. And, it feels very sturdy. I'm actually quite surprised because it sounds like a drum because it's empty, but it doesn't give in. Like this is the part that gives in the most and is not very, see, like you can see there, like see the horizon here, see my hand. Like it's not that much. And I'm doing an immense amount of force there and not really. And the underground is a little bit stronger because of these lines, the underneath of it, and the sides are stronger. So it's actually a very strong thing. And if you don't mind it getting scratched and so on, because it looks like it will get scratched if you carry it around and so on, it's a roughed, badass, strong box to keep your stuff in with a very strong handle. The handle, by the way, we didn't review it, but yeah, it's like secured in an interesting way that it seems like it's not going to go off at any point, see? Like even if you pull from it. But I have my doubts with this connection here. This connection and this, right? Like it looks like if I pull hard enough, maybe I will be able, but it doesn't even budge. So maybe I am wrong. I hope I'm wrong. And yes, if you carry stuff in there that is heavy, which, if it's a bunch of card stuff, it's not going to be heavy. But, if you carry heavy stuff, then yes. So what else? It holds 100 plus graded card slabs, I guess. So this is again, it needs, for it to fulfill its purpose to 100%, it needs to be, like PSA slabs and all that have a specific size. And if you have those, great. I don't. I'm poor. Well, more than poor is like, sorry, I'm in Europe. I don't have access to that, at least not easily. So I need to do my own. But basically, the trackable serial number is a thing that they put in here. Like, oh, it has a trackable serial number. It's like, okay. Like, are you telling me that, like, like maybe I'm misunderstanding something? In which case, please correct me. Like, please correct me. I'm not being sarcastic. If I'm not getting this, like, same with this. Like, I don't know what this thing is for. It looks like it is to, screw something in, like a GoPro or something, like something that needs to be screwed in. I feel like I'm missing something, but it doesn't look like a feature, so I don't know. But are you telling me that this is the unique trackable serial number? This, damn it, this. So, what is the idea? Like, if this thing had some sort of NFC thing that you're like beep, and you can see like which one it is, which doesn't seem to be the case. Otherwise, they will advertise it, I guess. But it's not like. So let's say that I lost this, right? Or someone stole it from me, which is kind of what they're trying to go about, right? And they try to open it, right? If people try to open it, yes, I think this is very openable. Like if you put 2 locks in here, the locks are actually kind of to the side enough. Like see, like the locks are not in the same space of box, so you can actually just go there with a circular saw or something and try to cut those locks and it will work. And you wouldn't risk damaging anything that is in here because this thing is that strong. So this is an illusion of protection, because if someone steals it from you, and then, then it's like, oh, you can put a tracking device, and it's like, true. But let's say that I steal this from you. So, because again, this is to protect cards, right? So if the selling points were is very strong, is waterproof, is dustproof, and hopefully, but it's not, fireproof, although they could make one, but like if it was everything proof, it will be like a cool thing that I have in my house that has a handle, and I can put my very important valuables here, and I can have 2 locks in here to make it difficult for people, to just access it and have a tracking device and all that. But if this is something that you carry with your card slabs and all that, your Pokemon cards, let's be honest, if you put your Pokemon cards in here, your valuables, what is the narrative that we're selling? Because it says, includes a unique trackable serial number, includes a slot for a tracking device, which, secure latches, 2 additional security with 2 built-in lock locations to easily add your own locks, and then waterproof and whatever. So what is the narrative? Like, I feel like there are 2 narratives that I'm trying to sell, and one works and the other doesn't. Like, the one that works is like sturdy, good handle, waterproof, dustproof, great. Not very flexible, which sucks, but hey, just tear this thing up because it's kind of glued and just have fun, right? But the whole, like, yeah, you can put locks, yeah, you can put a tracking device, yeah, you have a unique serial number in here. It's kind of hidden because ninjas. It's like, what is what I'm achieving with it? What's the narrative? Maybe I'm losing something, but it's like, let's play a scenario. This is mine, right? I have it closed. I have 2 locks in here. You steal it from me at a Magic-Con or something. Oh no, that sucks. Okay. I pull my phone and go like, oh, but I have a tracking device in there. I can see what it is. It's like, cool. But let's be honest, if you steal this, if you stole this from me, you're already running far away. Like, it doesn't matter if I can see where you are, if I can catch you, that's kind of the point. Like, you can just open this in a moving car, and like, there is no point for me to, right? So plus, like, I will assume that if you have that many valuables in here, you will actually, the actual feature that we need is something to put some spouses here or something, like, it's not spouses, goddammit. Like some, what's the name in English for that? The police thing, goddammit. So I feel like we need a feature like put some handcuffs or something. Yeah, handcuffs was the word. Like spouses, goddammit. Like you need, that's like a multi-language joke right there, by the way. Like because you will put a handcuff to you and the other to the thing, maybe here. That's why it's ultra sturdy, as they say. So that, you don't lose sight from it. But if you do lose it from sight, which shame on you, and someone steals it from you, then it's not that difficult. Like, yeah, you can track it if you have an Apple tag, but like, you need to cut this, which is ironically in a position where you can actually cut them and not damage the insides, and get the stuff, throw away the box, and then you can track your box as much as you want. The valuables are not there. What is the code for? What is the unique ID thing for? Like, it feels like I'm really tearing this up just by showing you this multiple times. God damn it. Like, what is this for? Like, oh yeah, like, I don't know, someone stole it from me, they remove the slabs, and then someone finds it, and it's like, oh yeah, if that has the code 123X Alfa Romeo, that's mine. It's like, sure, there you have it, your empty thing, because someone already took it. And if you lost it, and it's closed, with locks, then what is the serial code for? Like, you can just say, like, you can just open it and prove that it's yours, right? Like, if it's closed with locks, and if it's not closed with locks, and someone stole it from you, like, they actually already removed the valuables from there, you can just say, I have this, and this, and prove that it's yours. Like, I don't get it. I feel like I'm missing something, or I'm just making a big deal of a stupid thing, which is the whole, is a summary of this channel, actually. But, like, I don't get it. A unique trackable serial number. For what? Like, you can't see it from the outside. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But yeah, long story short, UltraPro, graded card case, not a bad thing. to protect stuff. Not very flexible, like not many options to configure, and a false sensation of security, like a good sensation of protection, a bad sensation of security, because this is easy to override. The trackable thing is okay, I guess, and the serial number is whatever. So it's half-half. The price, I am divided, right? Like a part of me is like, well, I mean, $50 for a, at least it cost me $50. Let me know if it was cheaper for you. But like $50 for something that is waterproof and dustproof and is very resistant, for me to keep my this around my house instead of, like, well, I mean, it could be cheaper, yes, like 35 maybe, but like not a bad deal. Now I feel like some of the features and the flexibility doesn't justify that price tag. And if I have to ask for stuff, I will ask for one that is also fireproof, just to see, like, even if it's not hard case, just to see how it will be, out of curiosity, because I mean, fire is the other big thing, right? Like, it's either water or fire that can just destroy your whole collectibles. So yeah, let me know what you think. Let me know if you will buy one of these and what you think about that. And let me know if you know what this thing is for besides just screwing something in there, because I certainly don't know. Or if I maybe missed the point of the trackable serial number, which I don't. And no, it's not the, what is the thing? It's not this stock number. This is the number of the product. The number inside is a different number. It's nowhere outside. I don't get it. You need to open it to show it. By that point, you already have it, unless you really care about the value of this, which, trust me, if you spend $50 on a hard case, this is the less expensive thing you have. Likely, everything that is inside is worth more than the $50. So if the serial code is to prove that this one is yours, when they already like stole everything you had, then yay for you, I guess. Thank you is the sticker that can help you with that, I guess. So there is that. And as usual, thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all those things that the YouTubers need to do to eat. And I will see you next time on your favorite channel, which is not this one, Packs and Recreation. Bye.